Hey guys, I'm back. It took me a while to make another video, but here we are. I'm gonna actually do a walk around this time and do a top down, and we'll do a bit of a spirited drive today. Or at least that's the plan. So, yeah. This is the car right here. It's in red. I don't know what the color is called. I'm not exactly a color nerd, so I can't do that. But yeah, there's the car. It's a little bit filthy at the moment. I don't really have the proper equipment to do a full wash yet, but this is my daily driver, so it's going to be a little dirty at times, but I think the wheels and the calipers look great. I washed it at one point and it looks better. It's not as caked in dust, but it's still it gets dusty pretty fast because of these ceramics, but it is what it is. My favorite part about this car is honestly the front. I think the front looks amazing. It's just such a great look, and especially with the if I can get the DRLs running. Yeah, you can't really see it here. It's still daytime, but it just looks really great. They really peaked with this design, I've got to say. But yeah, so I also like the two-tone between the red and the, I guess you would say, a silver color between the mirrors. I was thinking of maybe getting that replaced with like a carbon thing, but I'm not too sure. I'm still thinking about it. There's a lot of mods that I'm thinking of doing, but I'll talk about that later. But for now, let's get the top down. Now, usually I would just sit in the car and do it, but apparently you're supposed to be able to use the key to do this while you're outside the car, and it would be a pretty cool shot to see. So let's see if I can do it. All right, so the window's lowered. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's what it looks like when it does that. Yep, there's a little compartment that it goes into, and it folds in. And there that goes. And that's the convertible conversion complete. I have the wind deflector in so that you get a bit better sound, like, less wind bouncing on the inside. However, there's a little hole that appeared at some point. Don't know where it came from, but I'm thinking I might just need to get a new one. But it still works as intended, so I can't complain too much. But with the top down, I think it still looks pretty good. I think it looks better with the top down, to be honest, but I don't know. One of the things that I'm immediately thinking of doing is maybe getting rid of this, not getting rid of this entirely, but getting like a stubby antenna instead of this, older style like antenna. Possibly getting like a little lip here, since this feels a little naked. I feel like maybe like a little lip. I don't think a spoiler, maybe just a lip would kind of complete it a little bit. But we'll see once I make this stubby, then we can see what we can do about that. I don't think I actually talked much about the interior. This is pre-LCI, so it's not considered the better interior, but I do kind of like the styling on the inside with the this material here. I can't really describe to you what material this is, but it's a really nice material. Like, I like the blue and the silver, and it kind of just like that's the whole design language throughout the car. It's pretty nice. Unfortunately, once again, it's a little dirty, it's a little filthy. It could use a wash, but I don't have the proper means to wash it at the moment. So we'll get that done at some point. But I didn't buy this car for the interior, so this is actually my second attempt recording, because the first one actually came out pretty badly because my camera settings were incorrect. So Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing to find out, but you know, it is what it is. That's part of video making, right? So all right. Yeah, the last time I've done a proper twisty road was in an all-wheel drive car, and it was a rear-wheel bias all-wheel drive system, but it was still very still had some understeery characteristics. So the way this feels is significantly different. You know, a lot less body roll, a lot more neutral. It's a lot more balanced. Yeah, I enjoy the way this feels. So, I said earlier on in the video how I wanted to actually get some mods on. Really, there's two that I'm gonna do that are like cosmetic, so like a front lip and a rear spoiler / lip, probably just lip. And that's pretty much it cosmetic wise, but mechanically I might just do like a stage 1 tune. After I make sure everything's, you know, solid with the car. I've done my spark plugs and all my routine maintenance, because I'm about to hit the 50K mark soon. So once I've done all that, I'll be ready to do a stage 1 tune. I was thinking of also doing maybe like a resonator delete. I'm not too sure if I want to do a resonator or a muffler delete. I really just want more audio. I want it to be a bit louder, but not that much louder. I don't want to change the tone that it has. I do like the tone it has already. I like the smooth, tone that it has, and so I don't really want to change that. So that's what I was thinking, maybe it might be a good move to remove the muffler. But I like the ability to, turn on and off flaps, so that, I get the loudness when I want to. So I'm kind of stuck here. I don't really know what to do because maybe there might be an exhaust, not an exhaust, a muffler that does have flaps as well that I could just use with BMW system as well. But the only company I know that does that is Valvetronic, and they just have a little remote that you can use to flip it. So I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it. But that remains to be seen, I guess. So yeah, honestly, this is peak top-down weather here. It's autumn, so it's a bit colder, but you still get the warmth of the sun. And you know, some of the trees are, you know, they're turning red, so it's a really nice, it's a nice scenery. It's a nice scenery. It's nice scenery. I don't have the heated steering wheel option on my car either, so this is a really good proof of concept of why that would be kind of nice. The way my hands feel right now, they're not super cold, but I am feeling like, ooh, my hands are a little chilly. And obviously, I mean, maybe gloves or something like that would help, but if I had a heated steering wheel, this would not be that bad. This would be kind of okay, but you know, it is what it is. Speaking of steering wheels, I also do want to get maybe a custom steering wheel, not one of those really tacky like steering wheels with like the crazy carbon fiber up top and like the flat bottom and the I guess geometric sides. I don't know. I wouldn't do anything like that, but I want just to get like maybe perforated leather, perforated leather. Jesus, I would get perforated leather on like on the sides here, maybe like just the normal leather up top, and maybe have it as a two-tone color. That's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Keep the same shape. I hate the flat bottom thing. I think that's really, I don't know, it's just not for me. I know some people drive with DSC off. I don't know my car yet, so I'd rather just do Sport Plus for now, so I can really understand how it behaves. You know, once I take it to a track day or something like that, I'll fully understand the car. I'll be confident in driving it in DSC off all the time. But yeah, since this is my first rear-wheel drive car, and it's, you know, I'm not entirely used to it yet. It's I don't drive it in DSC off for that reason. I usually just do Sport Plus. It turns off stability control, but you know, it keeps traction control on, so I'm not, you know, gonna kill myself out of a corner, you know. So that's my reasoning for that. Honestly, next time I do one of these early morning drives, I really need to get a pair of gloves. This is, wow, my hands are freezing. I did not think it would be this bad. Mind you, my legs are very comfortable. But, my God, my hands are just done. They're gone. I can't imagine if I owned this car somewhere north, like New England, or those are deers. That's crazy. I think that's the first time I've ever seen them here. But yeah, I can't imagine owning this car somewhere up further north. It's actually supposed to be warmer down here in the south, but up north it's going to be a lot colder supposedly this year. So I don't know if I'd do any top-down driving in that, but maybe that's part of the charm. This road's a bit too residential for my taste, but either way, it's still a pretty, fun road on its own. It's twisty enough. I'm not gonna be stupid here. Oh shit, that was on M3. Yeah, it's so balanced. I'm not used to that. I'm still not used to that. I've owned this car for, I think, 4 or 5 months now, maybe, I want to say. And I'm still not used to how this chassis feels. It's crazy. Feels pretty dialed in comparison to what I used to drive, so this is great. Pretty cool fire station here, by the way. This person did not use their turn signal, which is very interesting. Usually that's my thing, but I'm joking. I use my turn signals. As a person who drives should. Another tiny little issue with riding top down, especially in the morning. The gauge cluster gets hit by the sun sometimes directly, and it's cool for the analog gauges because I can see those, but the displays are not, they get directly hit by the sun, and it's super hard to see them. Luckily, the information on there is not too important. It's cool to know which gear I'm in, but I can usually see that a bit later. I don't think I've been in a situation where I was never able to see these gauges, just like a couple seconds usually, but I think it's fine. I see some people get like the digital gauges, like the full digital gauge clusters, and that like, at first I was like, that might be a decent choice. But then I was like, I don't know. That in particular, like this sun thing, would probably get in the way more often than not. And I was like, yeah, maybe that's not a good idea. Also the fact that analog gauges are kind of cool, so, you know. Oh wow! I don't know if that picked up on camera, but I saw something fall towards me on the windshield, and I almost ducked completely under the seat. There's a deer. See, that's a part of the reason why I'm not too keen on pushing it too far here. It's a nice twisty road, but I don't want to hit an animal. Bamboo trees are cool though. Don't know how they got those down here, but status update on my hands, by the way. They're very cold. I don't have frostbite. It's really not cold enough for that be a thing, but it is very, very cold nonetheless. I have the heat on these vents, but it doesn't seem to be helping. The cold air is just too dominant. Now, I've actually already done some stuff to this car. Nothing like, nothing mechanical yet, mostly just some stuff, coating. So, I've enabled the speedo in the center. It's just nice sometimes. When I want to see a physical readout, I can always switch it off, which is pretty cool. I turned off ASC, which just or active sound control, which is just the piped-in engine noise for the speakers. At first, I didn't mind it that much, but after a while, I was like, oh, this is kind of, I don't know, this sounds a little weird. So I decided to disable it, and while I can hear the engine less, at least without the top down, the sound system actually sounds a little bit better as a result, and I'm not really sure why. I think it's the fact that I got a bit more low end out of the sub, possibly because it was like a little bit of a roll off at maybe 60 or 80 hertz, somewhere around there, and I think because of that, it just sounded super weak and I don't know, not powerful. Disabling that just made it sound significantly better on its own. I honestly don't know if I want to maybe redo the sound system at some point, maybe get some speakers and maybe some tweeters, not too sure. But you know, that might be something that's in the cards later. But yeah, it's just those coding things, and that improved my life significantly. I also did the little M startup thing on here because the startup screen on it's a little lame. It was just BMW connected drive, kind of lame, you know. Just did the little M logo startup, and that was pretty much it. I haven't done much else, so I could also code in some options for like the fog lights or whatever, but I honestly don't want to mess with that. That sounds like a lot of effort, so I'm just going to leave that alone and call it a day. So yeah, everything else is going to be just purely cosmetic on the front, you know, maybe like a lip, like I said before, maybe a bit of a rear lip, and possibly a diffuser. Not too sure, still deciding on that. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to keep that. That's all I'm doing to it. Oh, car up ahead. Fun ruined. Anyways, this is a fun early morning drive. It's unfortunate I had to shoot this a second time. I think the first time was a bit better. But, you know, it is what it is. Might get some breakfast, you know, before the time goes away. But yeah, might make another video, maybe doing a drive in the mountains, or maybe the tail of the dragon eventually, maybe around November, because that'll be pretty fun. But we'll see. But yeah, for now, that's it for me. It's pretty cool. Some people actually saw my video last time, so that's pretty cool to see. Glad some of you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy this one as well, I'll probably be posting more at some point. So yeah, I appreciate the comments and stuff like that. And yeah. Bye-bye.